Okay, welcome back. We had some time problems there. We've run down the clock. We have just under 14 minutes left in the half. We have a toss-up question going out. Okay, let's begin. This is an anagram for what American political figure? Sore sport. Time. It's Ross Perot. Toss-up question. What kind of new evidence may be presented when a case is appealed to a higher court? Time. The answer is none. Toss-up question. Stifling an impulse to run forward, throw his arms around the explorer and shout with glee, what greeting did Henry Morton Stanley speak to a Scottish Port Huron High?
Dr. Livingston, I presume?
That's correct. Bonus question. The minimal number of officers of an organization or members of a committee who must be present for the valid transaction of business is called a?
Quorum. Yeah.
Quorum?
That's correct. Toss-up question. What two countries are adjacent to the Tasman Sea? Port Huron High.
Australia and New Zealand.
That's correct. Toss-up question. Pewter is an alloy of tin and lead that has been used since the times of ancient Rome as an inexpensive substitute for what other, more costly metal?
Silver.
Silver.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Silver?
That's correct. Toss-up question. A nun is in charge of a priory. A nun in charge of a priory is called a? Time. The answer is prioress. Toss-up question. What word completes this couplet by William Cole? Do you love me or do you not? You told me once, but I? Port Huron High.
Forgot?
That's correct. Bonus question. Name the northernmost archipelago through which the international date line runs.
I go with
Aleutian Islands? What's in
Shetland.
Shetland?
Shetland?
Hebrides.
What, the
Go with-
Aleutian? The Aleutian
Go with
is way out far.
Aleutian.
Aleutian's
Go-
off the archipelago.
Go with
Need your answer.
Okay.
Hebrides?
That's incorrect. It's the Aleutians.
Davil.
Toss-up question. The Lindberghs were living in what state when their 20-month-old son was kidnapped? Port Huron High.
Missouri.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is New Jersey. Toss-up question. What adjective reminiscent of pasta describes a type of verse in which foreign words and phrases are inserted, usually for humorous effect? Time. The answer is macaronic. Toss-up question. A circle is inscribed in a triangle with sides of 9, 12, and 15 inches. What is the radius of the circle? Port Huron High.
15 inches?
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is 3. Toss-up question. What was the nationality of the person who discovered that a fluid exerts a buoyant force on an object and the fluid and the force is equal to the weight? Port Huron High.
Greek.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. Although it is supposed to be nonpartisan, the AFL-CIO has had long-standing traditional ties with what political party?
Democrat. Democrat. If it's or no, he's a business owner. You're right. It would be the
The
Republican.
Republican.
Yeah, Republican.
Republican?
Incorrect. It is the Democratic Party. Toss-up question. Annapolis and Baltimore, Maryland are adjacent to what expansive bay? Port Huron High.
Chesapeake Bay.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. The inventor of a close-fitting, stretchable, one-piece garment worn by dancers was Jules.
Good job.
Leotard?
That's correct. Toss-up question. You add failing solution A and solution B to a test tube containing a mixture of apple and orange juice. When you heat the test tube, what color is produced? Port Huron High.
Green.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is orange. Toss-up question. This passage is about what disaster in 1912? At the last Carpathia was a long...
Sinking of the Titanic.
That's correct. Bonus question. The Lindbergh Law, passed in 1932, authorizes the intervention of what federal agency if a kidnapped victim is transported across a state border?
FBI or CIA?
Either one.
I want to
It's,
say
between two.
FBI, because CIA is FBI.
Yeah, go with that if you think. That's the two I would say.
FBI?
That's correct. Toss-up question. At the end of Dr. Heidegger's experiment, the subjects resolved to go to Florida and look for what? North Branch.
The Fountain of Youth?
That's correct. Bonus question, North Branch. What is the name for the instrument that can be used to figure out a ship's position by measuring the angle between a star or the sun and the horizon? Need your answer.
No answer.
No answer. The answer is sextant. Toss-up question. What color is associated with a written notification of termination of Port Huron High?
Pink?
That's correct. Bonus question. The nickname below indicates what secret society? Amid the class conflict that characterized the last part of the 19th century, the Mollies were remembered by some as brutal terrorists, whereas others saw them as martyred heroes of the labor movement.
Yeah,
I wanted to say KKK originally, but it's not.
you wanna go with KKK?
I don't really know. What was the labor movement? What was the one strike? The Pacific Union? Union Pacific Railroad strike?
No, it's,
Need your answer,
go
please.
with that if you like.
Pullman?
Incorrect. The answer is Molly Maguire's. Toss-up question. The process of constructing what kind of artwork begins with cutting small pieces of stone or pigmented glass known as North Branch?
Mosaic.
That's correct. Bonus question. Sir Arthur Evans named the Cretan Bronze Age civilization Minoan after what legendary king of Knossos?
Minos?
That's correct. Toss-up question. What word is modified by the adjective clause in this example? The pyromaniac was a close associate of the rapscallion who dropped the watermelon from the airplane. Port Huron High.
Rapscallion?
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. This is the last line of all the verses of what popular World War I song? Hinky Dinky Parlez-vous.
Songs that I have no idea.
Oh.
It's French. Yeah, it's French.
William Production. If you
It's off to French. I
got
guess.
something, go with
What
it.
did you say?
I have no idea. It's got something.
It's
go
off to
with it.
French. The beaches of Normandy. I don't know.
Beaches of Normandy.
Incorrect. It's Mademoiselle from Armentières. Toss-up question. This extract is from what work? Down off the moorlands misting, fell came Grendel stalking. God's brand was on him. Port Huron High.
Beowulf.
That's correct. Bonus question. What American flight-tested Luftwaffe aircraft received a medal from Hermann Goering, flew 50 combat missions for the U.S. in the Far East, opposed development of a supersonic transport on environmental grounds, and lost a son to a kidnapping and murder?
Lindbergh. Lost his thumb.
Okay. Lindbergh?
That's correct. Toss-up question. Identify the only bridge over the Rhine River that Hitler's forces did not destroy during the American push to Germany in World War II. Port Huron High.
Pont Neuf.
Incorrect. North Branch. The answer is Remagen. Remagen. Toss-up question. At points where two waves arrive in opposite phase, the interface is said to be Port Huron High.
Mute.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is destructive. Toss-up question. What adjective describes an acid that dissociates? Let me start over. What adjective describes an acid that dissociates completely in an aqueous solution? Port Huron High.
Weak.
Incorrect. North Branch.
Soluble.
Incorrect. The answer is strong. Toss-up question. What English author said this, but in other words? No male Homo sapien is a relatively small landmass surrounded by dihydrogen oxide. Port Huron High.
Longfellow?
Incorrect. North Branch. Answer is John Donne. Toss-up question. What was the name for the supreme ruler of the Incas? Time. The answer is Inca. Toss-up question. The first two letters in the name of what planet are the initials of what astronomer who had initiated the search for this planet a quarter century before it was located? Port Huron High.
Pluto.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. Identify the most famous trial ever chaired by Thaddeus Stevens.
Scopes trial.
Dred Scott.
I thought it was Scott. Oh, who
I think it's Scott.
Okay,
because
Scott.
Go
Thaddeus
Dred
Stevens
Scott.
Dred Scott
Stevens in the
case.
black.
Dred Scott case. I don't
Okay.
remember who the other guy was.
Dred Scott case?
It's incorrect. The answer is Andrew Johnson's impeachment. Toss-up question. Identify the chief executive who signed the law officially adding the words "under God" to the Pledge of Allegiance. Time. The answer is Dwight Eisenhower. Toss-up question. Name the only supertanker to have ever passed through the Northwest Passage. Time. The answer is Manhattan. Toss-up question. A Bolshevik slogan before and during the October Revolution of 1917 was peace, land, and... Port Huron High.
Freedom?
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is bread. Toss-up question. Nelson Mandela was educated in what profession? Time. The answer is law. Toss-up question. During what decade were these treaties negotiated? The 4-Power Treaty, the 9-Power Treaty, the Kellogg-Briand Treaty. Port Huron High.
The 1930s.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is the 1920s. Toss-up question. Adverbial conjunctions are also known as what kind of adverbs? North Branch.
Linking verbs?
Incorrect. Port Huron High. Time. The answer is conjunctive. Toss-up question. What 3-syllable term indicates a mineral fragment which is bounded by crystal faces?
Crystalline?
Port Huron High. Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is euhedral. Toss-up question. What 2-word punish sentence reminiscent of the Snow White movie is used twice in this bumper sticker? Blank, blank, so it's off to work I go. Port Huron High.
Hi ho, hi ho.
That's correct. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'll defer to the judge. Correct. Okay, incorrect. North Branch. Yes,
Hi-ho?
it's judge. Okay, bonus question to North Branch. These illustrate what category of jokes? The meek shall inherit the earth, but not its mineral rights. Waiter, what's this fly doing in my soup? It looks like the backstroke, sir.
Sarcasm?
Incorrect, it's 2-liners. Take a short break. Okay, welcome back to the second half of the Port Huron High versus North Branch Quiz Bowl match. Why don't we go through again and test the buzzers and introduce yourself? And we forgot last time to introduce your advisors. So the team captain, please this time introduce your advisor.
Justin.
Danian, and our advisor is Mr. Winter.
Chase.
Clayton. Roger.
Kim, and our advisor is Mr. Doyle.
Dawn.
Ryan.
Okay. Toss-up question. The visible outer layer of a star is called the Port Huron High.
Corona.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is photosphere. Toss-up question. In the 1964 Reynolds versus Sims case, the decision concerned the issue of one man time. The answer is one vote. One man, one vote. Toss-up question. What inexpensive weapon has led to 1 out of every 334 Angolans and 1 in every 384 Cambodians being amputees?
Landmine.
North Branch. That's correct. Bonus question, North Branch. A willful failure to respond to plain, well-understood contractual obligations is known as what kind of faith?
Blind faith.
Incorrect. The answer is bad faith. Toss-up question. What kind of small volcanic cone forms when a small local pocket of gas trapped in a cooling North Branch?
Geyser.
Incorrect. I'll repeat the question for Port Huron High. What kind of small volcanic cone forms when a small local pocket of gas trapped in a cooling lava flow belches lava up out through the already hardened surface of the flow? Time. The answer is spatter cone. Toss-up question. A cartoon depicted Bill Clinton pondering over the question, how much do you think donors would pay to spend a night in the Lincoln bedroom with Lincoln, just after a sheep with what name had been cloned? Port Huron High.
Dolly.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. What hyphenated color combination is characteristic of cyanobacteria? Cyanobacteria?
Blue green's the only hyphenated color combination I know.
Blue-green.
That's correct. Toss-up question. Opponents of what act of 1807 concocted the phrase, "Oh, grab me"? Port Huron High.
The Embargo Act.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. Identify the famous pass between India and Afghanistan.
The Khyber.
Kramer.
Khyber.
Khymer. Khymer.
Judge? It's incorrect. It's Khyber. Khyber with a B. Toss-up question. What idiom about dihydrogen... Let me start over. What idiom about dihydrogen oxide means that someone is undergoing great perplexity or difficulties? Port Huron High.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Incorrect. North Branch. That time, the answer is in deep water, or in over his head. Toss-up question. The anther is the portion of the stamen in flowering plants which bears time. The answer is pollen. Toss-up question. A certain isotope has a half-life of 3 hours. You have 40 grams of this isotope now. In grams, how much will remain after 24 hours? Port Huron High.
60 grams?
Incorrect. North Branch. Time, the answer is 5:30 seconds, or .156. Toss-up question. These lyrics are from what folk song? A thief, he will rob you and take what you have. A false-hearted lover will take you to the grave. Time, the answer is Old Smoky. Toss-up question. What writing error is blatantly evident in this line? On the basis that there is no smoke without fire, surely his hands cannot be completely clean. Time, North Branch.
A double negative.
Incorrect. Port Huron High. The answer is mixed metaphor. Toss-up question. The subjective pronoun who becomes whom in the objective case. What is the subjective pronoun which in the objective case? Time. The answer is which. Toss-up question. Which of the three main parts of the Earth's interior make up 15% of the Earth's volume and 1/3 of its mass? Port Huron High.
The mantle?
Incorrect. North Branch. Yes.
The crust.
Incorrect. The answer is core. Toss-up question. How many atoms of oxygen are there in one molecule of magnesium sulfate? Port Huron High.
2.
Incorrect. North Branch. Time. The answer is 3. Toss-up question. Centipedes have 1 pair of legs on each segment of their bodies. What arthropods have 2 pairs of legs on each segment? Port Huron High.
A millipede?
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. There are 3 grammatical moods in English. When the subject of a sentence is not explicit but assumed to be you, what mood is usually involved?
It's a command.
Anybody?
It's a command. It's an imperative.
Imperative.
Go with the imperative.
Imperative?
That's correct. Toss-up question. This republic is composed of over 7,000 islands in the South Pacific. It was once ruled by Spain, then by the United States, and Port Huron High.
The Philippines.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. What number that in Germany and France indicates 1 million millions, meaning 1,000 millions in the USA?
Pico?
Is it pico or nano?
Kilo?
No, kilo. It's the
I'm
one
thinking
after
pico.
kilo. A million millions. Mega.
Just
Mega or kilo?
is nano.
No, you're going the wrong way.
Pico?
Need your
No,
answer.
that's the wrong way, too.
Mega.
Incorrect, it's billion.
Or
Toss-up question. These are parts of what larger desert? Syrian desert, An-Nafud desert, I'm sorry. I'm going to toss that question out and we'll go to the next question. This is a toss-up question. Oliver Twist learned the skills of the pickpocket from whom? Port Huron High.
The Artful Dodger?
Incorrect. North Branch. Yes.
Fagan.
That's correct. Bonus question, North Branch. The largest river of Burma is the... Need your answer.
The Yellow River.
Incorrect. It is Irrawaddy. Toss-up question. A disorder called hematuria involves what substance in the urine? Port Huron High.
Blood?
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. What category of feathers covers the surface of a bird's body and mainly determines the bird's apparent shape?
Down. Is this the other one? Is the
It's
other
the
one?
outer feathers, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, down.
Just, if you like it.
Outer
Outer
feathers.
feathers.
Need your answer, please.
Outer feathers?
That's incorrect. It's contour feathers. Toss-up question. Beethoven's love of nature is shown in the serene beauty of Symphony No. 6, otherwise known as the... Time. The answer is pastoral. Toss-up question. What title have the women of these names shared? Betty, Rosalind, Barbara, Port Huron High.
First Lady.
That's correct. Bonus question. In the northern part of the Death Valley National Monument, there is a home built for an old prospector by his wealthy friends. Name the prospector.
Who was the guy who discovered gold at Cider City?
It wasn't her. No.
Wow.
I have no
I
idea.
have no
Discovered
idea.
first
The first one.
at Cider Mill. Who was the first?
Cider?
Sutter?
Sutter, go ahead.
Sutter?
Sutter?
That's incorrect. It's Scotty for Walter Scott. Toss-up question. How many sides does a regular polygon have if its interior angles are each 165 degrees? Time, the answer is 24. Toss-up question. A weapon consisting of a gasoline-filled glass bottle was was named after Port Huron, or North Branch.
Molotov.
That's correct. Bonus question, North Branch. What is the product of the extremes in this proportion? 3 is to 9 as 6 is to 18. Need your answer, please.
81.
It's incorrect. It's 54. Toss-up question. A solution that has a relatively low concentration of a solute is described by what adjective? Port Huron High.
Dilute.
That's correct. Bonus question for Huron High. What winds annually fan the flames that so frequently devastate large sections of Southern California?
No, it's the ones off
Santa
of
Ana?
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana?
That's correct. Toss-up question. Two tangents are drawn to a circle from an external point. The arcs intercepted by the tangents are in the ratio of 5 to 3. How many degrees are in the angle formed by the two tangents? Time, the answer is 45. Toss-up question. What was the acronym for the 1974 project called the French-American Mid-Ocean Underseas Study? Port Huron High.
Family?
That's incorrect. North Branch. Time, the answer is famous. Toss-up question. This passage is about what transaction? This greatest bargain in American history put a... Port Huron High.
The Louisiana Purchase.
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. Identify the northwesternmost state that is part of the drainage basin of the Mississippi River.
Minnesota?
I would go
Minnesota.
with Minnesota.
Wait, is it Northwestern?
Mississippi originates in Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's the Northwestern.
But what's the Northwestern?
What is the Dakotas, isn't it?
So
North
that's how I got. I'd go Minnesota.
Okay, so I have no,
Need your answer, please.
go with whatever. Yep.
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
That's incorrect. It's Montana. I'll just do Port Huron High.
Let Kristen do it.
Welcome, guys. You wanna go, you wanna be captain?
It doesn't matter to me.
We'll be established.
Okay.
Why don't we have the, are we on? Okay. Why don't we have the Port Huron High check their buzzers and introduce the new team members?
I'm still Ryan.
Jeremy?
Kristen.
I'm going to be Bob now.
And he'll be our cap, Roger will be our captain.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
Thank you. This is a toss-up question. To whom was James Boswell referring when he said this? I had the honor of happiness of enjoying his friendship for upwards of 20 years. I had the scheme of writing his life constantly in view. Time, the answer is Samuel Johnson. Toss-up question. What kind of sampling technique involves selecting subjects in such a way that every potential subject in the population has an equal chance of being chosen for an experiment? North Branch.
Random.
That's correct. Toss-up question, bonus question, North Branch. Under what agreement signed in 1992 did Mexico, Canada, and the United States become a single, giant, integrated market of almost 400 million people?
NAFTA.
That's correct. Toss-up question. In the early 20th century, a group of journalists emerged who were committed to exposing the social. Port Huron High.
Muckrakers?
That's correct. Bonus question, Port Huron High. During the Nixon presidency, incidents of political espionage and illegal or unethical acts to gain political advantage became known as dirty.
Politics?
That's what I would say. You want to?
Suspect that guy.
Politics?
That's incorrect. The answer is tricks. Dirty tricks. Toss-up question. A loud flourish of trumpets, especially at a dramatic entrance, is called a North Branch.
Fanfare?
That's correct. Bonus question, North Branch. These sites are all in what historical city? Wall of Theodosius, Aqueduct of Valens, Tower of Galata, Forum of Constantine, Hippodrome, Hagia Sophia.
Rome?
That's incorrect. It's Constantinople, or Istanbul, Byzantium. Toss-up question. You have 10 quarts of a 15% salt solution. How many quarts of water must evaporate for it to become a 25% salt solution? North Branch.
6.
Incorrect. Or you're nine. Time, the answer is 4. Toss-up question. Who succeeded Boutros Boutros-Ghali as Secretary General of the UN? Time. The answer to that was Kofi Annan. Congratulations, Port Huron High.